All right, guys. Hello, 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 everyone. It is April 8th, 2026. My name is Jennifer Olaya. I'm an independent Stamp It Up demonstrator in Yuma, Arizona, and I love all things paper crafting fun. I'm recording this video a couple days early, and that doesn't really matter, but hopefully you guys like this fun fold. If you haven't subscribed to my email, make sure you do that. The link is in the description. Every Not every Wednesday, but on Wednesdays I do a fun fold video, and then I email you the recipe, which is the measurements, and a link to the video. So if you've just stumbled upon this video, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a like if you like what you see, subscribe. And the email just gives you like access to it like that. You don't have to search YouTube for it. And yeah, let's see. I'm hanging out here today for a little bit in the Crafty Casita, and we're going to do this fun fold. We're going to call it the zigzag fold with a belly band. The other day, somebody asked me like how I come up with the names. I don't really come up with names for fun folds. If I see something online, then I will use that name, wherever I saw it from. Oh goodness, there's like a hair on my face. But I usually just label things with a date because I forget names. Whether you're a person or you're a fun fold, I forget names. But okay, so let's get to paper crafting fun. I'm going to show you some sneak peeks of stuff that will be coming out available soon in the beginning of May when the catalog turns over and new online exclusives drop. So that's always fun, right? And then the suite I'm using, I love, because I love I love all things paper. So let's not be like crazy. Like I was gonna say it's bright and I love it, but I love some papers that are moody, and so Stamp It Up has all the different color coordinations, and I just love it. So let's make the table bigger so that I just start talking about what we're doing. Okay. This is how you can find me on all the socials. And we're going to be using, this is Homemade Sweetness, I believe. And I've used a lot of the paper, so I wanted to show you. It comes 12 by 12, but I've cut it down. And so look at how bright. Look at those. I mean, doesn't it just make you want to have like some peach cobbler or a blueberry crumble or a mixed berry crumble with ice cream? I know. And I am always a sucker, if I'm at a craft fair, for homemade jam and local honey. Always, always, always. And then look at this guy. Look at how cute that is. And then I've used these guys so much, I only have a little bit left. But let's flip these over. And we'll flip these over. They're just great. I mean, don't you just want to like go have a picnic somewhere with a cute little charcuterie board with some kind of cheese with a little bit of jam on it? I do. Okay, so that's the designer series paper we're going to be using today. So let me put this away. And then let me show you the card we're going to be making, but I'll get rid of, look at all those pieces. Crazy, right? Look at how bright. I don't know that I would ever put like Misty Moonlight and Calypso Coral together on my own if the designer series paper wasn't like telling me, hey, these go together. Okay, but here's the card. Let's see. Try to get it and it has a belly band, and then it zigzags open like this. So it will stand on its own. But look at how cute it is. It's just so fun and fruity. And it just makes you summer, right? Like here, locally anyway, summer's a little bit rough, but I know sometimes it's not so rough in other places of the world. Oops, I just dropped my scoring blade, and I'm going to need that. And I think it's all the way in the back, so let me get my other trimmer. Okay, so today's card, we're going to be cutting a card base. We're going to need a whole sheet of cardstock because we've got this zigzag going on, right? So we need a full sheet of cardstock, like I said, but we're going to cut it. Let's see. So we want the length, so 11. We're going to cut it 5.5. Okay. So here we go. Let me show you 5.5. Okay. And we're going to put that off to the side. And then we're going to do some scoring. So make sure you have your score blade. So everybody has it situated different on your trimmer. When you go to use somebody else's trimmer, you always have to be aware which blade is which. So we are going to score at 1.25. Okay, 1.25 4 and 6 3/4. So we need to open up the arm, and we're going to go 6 3/4, like so. Okay, and then we're going to get the bone folder out, but first I want to do a strip of Misty Moonlight. Okay, and Misty Moonlight, we're going to, let me see, it is 1.5 by 9.5, and we're going to score it at 3 7/8. 3 7/8 and 8.25. 8.25. Okay, it looks a little funny, but trust me, it's going to work. Okay, so there's that. So let's put this off to the side. And I forgot to put my silence on. So let me do that right now, just in case somebody wants to get a hold of me. Okay, so there's that. So we're going to take our Calypso Coral and we're going to fold it like so. Okay, like this. Now I have my folds, but I definitely want to get a nice crisp edge. And so I'm pushing pretty hard with the bone folder to break up those paper fibers, right? So that this card lays flat. Okay, make sure you got, there we go. Do this one more time, flip it over, do the other side. Like so, okay? And then we're gonna take our Misty Moonlight and fold like this and get a crisp edge also, okay? So there's that. All right. Now I'm going to put this guy off to the side for now, and we're going to focus on our card. So this is a great card to use up a designer series paper. We are showcasing designer series paper. This guy right here, 4 by 5.25. So let's go ahead and put that on. Like so. Okay, basic white. This is where we're going to stamp our sentiment. I'm not putting that on yet, but it is 2.5 by 5.25. Okay, and then I have this guy right here, which is 2.5 by 5.25. Okay. And then I actually cut these so they match up somehow. I did strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. There we go. Like so. I want my strawberries every which way. Okay. Does it matter? It doesn't really matter because I think I'm going to do it like this. Okay. So let's go ahead and attach these like so. So what did I say? This was 2.5 by 5.25. This is 1 by 1 by 5.25. Yeah, because that's the width of the card. I don't know why I had to think about that so much. Okay, this this paper makes me think about all of the yummy fruit that when growing up, right, you had seasonal fruit. Now we have all fruit all the time. But growing up, we had seasonal fruit, right? So it was like in the summer, you got all the berries and peaches. And my grandma made the best peach cobbler. It was so yummy. I still think about that peach cobbler every summer. And the peaches were super yummy. They came from Northern California. And oh my goodness, so yummy. Okay, so this is our belly band, right? Okay, so I have a question for you guys. So one time I had a friend that said she didn't like warm fruit, and I never thought about it because I love all pie, cobbler, crumble, anything with a pie filling, sign me up for it. And my husband doesn't really like it, but she said she didn't like warm fruit, and I was like, oh, interesting. There's people out there that don't like the same thing as I do. So are you team like pie, cobbler, or are you like, nope, can't do it? Okay, so the belly band, right? It does, it's off center, but what we're going to be putting on here is so large, we're going to hide it. Okay, so I'm just going to add some adhesive like so. Okay, and there's our belly band. Okay, so, and with this, I have a strip that is 1 by 4. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, 1 by 4? 1 by 4 and 1/8. Yeah, 1 and 4 and 1/8. And we're just going to add this to the front. Oops. Don't really want adhesive on my paper. Like so. Okay. There's that. Okay, now I have some circles that I've already die cut. I cut them out using the Spotlight on Nature dies. These guys are a great circle die cut. They have all this cute stitched on the ends, right? On the edges. And that's just like a staple for your craft room. Okay, but I used the one I'm going to be stamping on, I used Designer Series paper. So again, using up some more Designer Series paper, right? This guy is from the like square Designer Series paper, but I like the B side because it's very subtle pattern and you can stamp right on top of it. So we're going to do Thinking of You. Now, this is where the preview comes in. So this Thinking of You is from the Phrases and Frames stamp set. Okay, right there. This guy has some great sentiments. And then we're going to be using the butterflies from Bordered in Beauty. And so let's go. I'm using Blueberry Bushel because why wouldn't I use Blueberry Bushel to match those blueberries and that blue gingham right there. Okay, and this is going to go on top like so. And so see, you can't even see your seam for the belly band. Okay, let's close this up down. And we'll go ahead and add this guy like so. And then to add it to the belly band, I am going to just do kind of in the middle, right? I'm not getting too crazy with that adhesive. I just want it in the middle, touching the paper, like so. And then to put the belly band on, you kind of curve your card a little bit, like so. And you put it on. Now we're not done with the card yet because we still have, oh, look at how cute. So cute. Okay. We still have the basic white that we need to stamp. So a basic white, what are we going to do? One of the greetings is happiest birthday wishes. And we're going to put that kind of high on the paper, like so. And then I'm going to take Calypso Coral, and I'm taking that butterfly strip, and I want to do the top and the bottom with it. And it's going to go off the paper, but the butterflies go all different ways, so it doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong. And we'll do the bottom, like so. And we're going to close this guy up. Okay. All right. And then we'll take the belly band off and we'll attach it. So this is the card. Look at how cute that is. All right. So there's this. Now you could put another piece over here if you wanted also, if you wanted more space to write. You could do something on the back, but I just like how pretty how pretty it is when you show off all this designer series paper, right? Okay, but we are going to do a little add-on to this belly band. So there are strawberries. Look at how cute those strawberries are, right? Okay. There's also pretty flat bling that comes in. My guess is these are Pacific, not Pacific. That was an old color. Excuse me. Blueberry bushel and probably strawberry slush. Stampin' Up! Loves a good fruit name to describe colors. And there's these little tiny jars of jelly and whatnot. I don't know if there's honey in these. I've used all this paper because it's this lined. I love a good lined, anything that looks like school paper. I love it. All right. I think that is where my love of paper crafting started, right? When we had a peachy folder. Give me a peachy folder and some lined paper, and I was happy. All right, so we're going to cut out these guys. We're fussy cutting them. Love them or hate it, but these guys are pretty small, and they there are some bigger ones in the designer series paper, but I wanted these cute little miniature because, of course, everything is more adorable when it's miniature, right? And like so. There we go. And I think we're just going to put these, they can float off the belly band if you want a little bit. I'm just going to add them to the bottom right with most of the adhesive on the upper part, right? Because I don't want that adhesive down there, which you can remove with your finger, or if you have an adhesive remover, you could do that too. Okay, and then we're going to add this guy to it. So there's this. I do have a adhesive remover. It's just over on the desk. Okay. And then we're going to add these bling. Now, typically I do 3 bling, right? But I kind of liked how this looked with like this being a bling and then like 3 subject matters, right? So let's see. Let's use strawberry. Nope, don't want to use strawberry slush. We're going to do the blueberry color. And this might actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's blueberry. There we go. So there's that. All right, guys. This is our fun fold for Wednesday. What do you think? Let's see. Do you like it? I hope so. And it's not too difficult on the measurements, right? As long as you have the correct measurements, which should be down below, right? And if you get this in the email, then there's a link to that, right? So that you can print it out. You don't have to print out the whole PDF because it includes all the items that were used in this, but you can print out just the recipe and then you have it forever. You can just create these all the time. All right. So here are our Wednesday's fun folds. Hopefully you like it. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or whatever. Give me a good comment. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll be back next Wednesday with some more videos. So hopefully you get to have a little paper crafting fun today. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.